The DEA says that fentanyl is one of the deadliest drugs in the country and can be found in nearly every single community, including right here in Vanderbilt County. We spoke with law enforcement agencies, the coroner's office, and somebody who used to struggle with addiction himself about what all they're doing to fight against the epidemic.
A very small dosage of fentanyl can be lethal.
One pill can kill.
It's more common than we would like.
Evansville police say they respond to more overdoses than they can count. Residents found dead on the ground or slumped over in a car.
You know, it's tragic for the families. It's tragic for our officers that go out on those scenes and everything.
They say fentanyl is changing the investigating landscape from overdoses to drug traffickers to drug busts.
People that doing this aren't doing it in a lab. They're doing it places where it's not scientifically measured. So why one pill that's counterfeit may not hurt you, the next one could be the one that kills you.
Vanderbilt County Sheriff Lieutenant Brian Underwood says drug dealers put it in almost everything. Despite using less Narcan in 2023 and 2024, Underwood says deputies still responded to more overdoses than ever, many of which were later connected to fentanyl.
That is something new that we're seeing, that even stuff you wouldn't suspect a reason to put fentanyl in, people are to increase the high of it.
As they investigate overdoses, some agencies are taking a step back to the patient's past. If it is a fentanyl-related death, officials say they go back through the victim's medical records to see if the victim got it in a medical setting and if it could have been prevented. EPD says their narcotics unit works tirelessly to find answers.
Any fentanyl-related death, they do their best to investigate along with our adult investigation unit to see if they can track down where these pills and where these drugs are coming from, and then go the route of potentially charging people for distributing these drugs that are causing deaths.
For some, it hits closer to home. Nate Boyett is a recovering addict himself. Boyett never used fentanyl, but used other drugs and even overdosed.
Had to get Narcan.
He's been in recovery since 2005 and now works at the jail.
I've been watching drug tests for the last 6-7 years. I've seen that data, and I've seen fentanyl slowly get into the drug supply to where now it's just more surprising when we don't see fentanyl in somebody's system.
Evansville Police, Vanderbilt County Sheriff, Boyett, and even the coroner are all taking steps to keep the community safe. Boyett wants to operate a treatment center at the Vanderbilt County Jail.
It's going to be people working in here, talking to people and helping line them up with new jobs and health insurance and treatment and whatever it be, you know, housing. And then we'll actually, after we get this launched here in the jail, we'll have an outside location with other peer support people in there.
The Vanderbilt County coroner says he hopes to make presentations and speak with students at schools about the fentanyl crisis and its dangers. But first, he has to fill some open positions at the office.
I'm hoping that we reach out to kids to give them the basics of what drugs do. I mean, I think at first kids think, you know, they hear from their friends that, you know, doing drugs is cool, makes them feel good, that type thing, but then they don't give them the downside.
Boyett and all three agencies encourage parents to talk to their kids about the dangers of drugs. And if you see something, say something.
If anyone has information or they have concerns, please let us know. We want to combat this. We want a safe environment for our community, and we have detectives that are working tirelessly to try to address this issue.
Reporting in Vanderbilt County, Ann Powell, Eyewitness News.